Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tarot on Purpose. In this reading, we're asking Spirit for guidance during the upcoming flower moon cycle, also known as the Hare Moon or the blooming moon. This moon cycle starts on around April 20 and goes through around May 18, depending on where you are in the world. And this moon cycle also aligns with the eclipse season. So we have the new moon around April 20 occurring at the same time as a solar eclipse with the sun, and the full moon around May 5 occurring at the same time as a lunar eclipse with the moon. So the moon cycle is all about creative energy, tapping into our own energy, balancing our own energy, connecting that with earth energy. And then because it's aligning nicely with eclipse season, we have the spiritual energy coming in from the celestial bodies, the sun and the moon. For these readings, we'll be starting off with these oracle cards here that all speak about the qualities of the moon, and then we'll have your specific card before we go into tarot and additional oracles. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is the waxing crescent moon, number 5. Keyword play on there, and the air element. For pile 2, we have Leo, number 19. We have the phrase the hero and a fire element. For pile 3, we have number 1, new moon. We have the phrase new beginnings and the air element. So take your time to decide which pile or piles you would like to go to, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to this reading where we're asking Spirit for guidance during the flower moon cycle, also known as the Hare Moon or the blooming moon. This cycle goes from around April 20 to around May 18, depending on where you are in the world. This moon cycle is all about tapping into creative energy in yourself, with the earth, and with spirit. You've come to the reading with this card. It's number 5 with the waxing crescent, keyword play, and the air element. This card talks about how the crescent moon is the smile in the sky shining down brightly on you. The waxing phase of the moon is the growing phase as we're leading up to the full moon, so a great time to set intentions and make plans. And this card really speaks about being playful and joyful and connecting with your inner child. This card talks about how when we are disconnected from our inner child, the world feels heavier. And it's encouraging you to connect with things that make you feel joyful and happy, maybe things that you used to do as a child that were enjoyable for you, and just play. It encourages you to ask, what would my inner child do? Especially in situations where you're unsure about the next thing to do. It's also encouraging you to connect and play with any children in your life and learn from them about how they play and how they see the world. So a nice, happy, joyful card to lead off your reading, encouraging you to get out and play. These oracle cards here all speak about this moon cycle, and then we'll get into some more tarot and oracle cards specific for your reading. So from the Queen of the Moon oracle, we have number 33 with blossoming. You have a really abundant flower dress there. It's even in her hair building up towards the moon. She's playing a violin You could see this beam of light just moving forward, shooting straight forward. And it's interesting, she's playing the violin, but she doesn't have a bow. Not sure what that means exactly, but maybe it'll be relevant for your reading. Number 33 is also a master number about bringing things into being in the world, a manifestation number. This card is telling you to open and rise just like a flower. It speaks about how during this moon cycle, it's a great time to embrace joyful energy, matching nicely with the card that drew you to this reading. It also says, feel no fear, encouraging you to be joyful and resist fear. These 3 cards from the Witching Hour Oracle are aligned with the different phases of the moon cycle. So with the waxing phase or the maiden phase, we have number 13 reduces to 4, and the keyword intuition. She's embracing this rabbit here because it's also the Hare Moon, and if you can see this energy that's going all around her, these little spirit rabbits. And her third eye is bright and shiny with the moon in the background. This card is encouraging you to connect with your inner voice and connect with your intuition and just feel your way through situations rather than letting the mind take over. Goes nicely with the idea of feel no fear here. A lot of times when we overthink things, we can start to become fearful because the mind is a protective part of our body where it's thinking of all the what ifs and maybes and planning for different scenarios. So this card is really encouraging you to tap into your intuition and feel your way through situations. I think this aligns really nicely with the card that drew you here with the focus on the inner child. If you think about how a child moves forward through life, they are just in the present moment, enjoying things and doing what feels right. For the full moon phase or the mother phase of the moon cycle, we have number 14, reduces to 5 with propagating energy. You can see she's embracing the earth there, moon in the background with another rabbit spirit coming out of the moon there. Her hair is actually made out of leaves. And this card is encouraging you during the full moon, which during this cycle occurs around May 5, during the full moon to check in with your energy. Where is your energy going? Is it aligned with what you want your energy to be going to, basically? Are you spending more energy on something that is not necessarily in alignment with what you would like to do, but maybe something that is something you need to do, responsibilities that you have? This is really asking you to balance and reflect on your energy. Where is it going and where would you like it to go? This talks about how there's energy that goes around and through the earth called telluric energy, and it's asking you to connect during the full moon with that earthly energy. So during the first phase of the moon cycle, you're connecting with your intuition, and for you specifically with your inner child. And then during the full moon, you're looking at how that connects with earth energy. And then for the waning phase or the crone phase, we have number 15 with guidance. And here, I really looked to see if there was a rabbit, but they've replaced the spirit here with the crow, because this is encouraging you during this cycle to connect with ancestors in spirit and mentors or people who have more experience than you to seek specific guidance. And from the Spirit de la Lune Oracle, We have number 3 with Flower Moon and the keyword bloom. This card is really encouraging you to tap into your sacral chakra. So definitely tying in nicely with the idea of tapping into creative energy within you, within Earth, and throughout the universe, basically. And it's also about following your passion. It says the flower naturally blooms and then the bees are attracted to it. So it's a great time to work on anything you're trying to attract into your life. And it also talks about how this is a great time to balance the masculine and feminine energy within you. So it goes nicely with the idea here of reflecting on and connecting with your own energy and your intuition, and then connecting that to Earth, seeking guidance about that energy, and then balancing it within yourself. So balancing the feminine, the receiving, the intuitive, the compassionate energy with the masculine energy that's more focused on giving and taking action and making decisions. So all of these cards with the qualities of the moon cycle tying in nicely with your card with a focus on your inner child, balancing what your inner child wants, what the creative side of you wants with the responsibilities that you have in the world, and figuring out a way that you can enjoy both. For this reading, we're using the Tarot of the Dreams. Whoa. All right, that is too many, I think. It's funny, when that happens, I have the initial instinct to, though those are way too many, and I see a lot of other readers do that too. It's like we freak out when a lot of cards come out, but I think we're going to take all of these. We'll go through them. We have the 10 of Pentacles here, 10 of Coins with Mercury and Virgo energy on there. Definitely an abundant card. We have on here these stakes that are in the ground there. And for some reason, I was seeing the trident on there that is associated with Neptune, about dreams and illusions sometimes. So I think this is talking about some kind of dream you have about being abundant here on Earth. The idea of Mercury there speaks about how communication is going to be important during this time for you. So with this making me think of Neptune, communicating something about your dreams, especially since you have this card that was really, really focused on your inner child. And then we have the 3 of Wands here, Sun and Aries energy, indicating potentially traveling, getting ready to set out on a journey. That's great for kind of the beginning of a moon cycle. Maybe you're considering doing something a little bit more tangible related to a dream that you had. And this is the Queen of Cups with water energy there. And the dolphins in the background here, really indicating play. If you think about watching dolphins, they are very playful, and also they are wonderful communicators. So something about communication is important for you during this time, pile 1. We also have the Knight of Coins, moving forward towards something in the material world. This is sometimes indicated as one of the slower knights, but in this case, he is raring to go. Look at this. It's actually a unicorn helmet on that horse, and he has antlers. So bringing together the idea of magic with the unicorn there and leadership with the deer or stag energy. Also with the deer energy, it speaks about being gentle and kind. Magic and compassionate leadership contributing to some kind of material goal that you have. Remember the magic in the world. The recommendation from this card here about asking what would my inner child do is really coming through with this Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles card. We have Aries sign in the background there indicating action and moving forward. And it also shows Taurus energy there. So the timing of this reading, this card really fits in nicely as we're moving from Aries into Taurus season. A good indication of timing for you to start putting something into action that's related to a dream or a goal that you've had and communicating that. Communicating your intentions to whoever is appropriate for you to communicate them to, whether that's just to yourself, setting those intentions internally, setting those intentions with spirit, and potentially setting intentions with people in your life. Like, hey, I'm going to be doing some things to put a little bit more time and effort into this thing that I've been wanting to do. Communicating that to people in your life to help balance out the energy that you have so that you're spending an appropriate amount of time on goals and dreams that you have for yourself, as well as things that involve other people. The idea of balancing responsibilities came through with these cards up here, and that's kind of coming through again here with the Knight of Coins. Communicating goals, communicating dreams, and finding a playful way to go after those. Maybe finding a way to involve children. This may be only for some of you if you're a parent or if you have responsibilities to care for children. Maybe figuring out a way to involve them in a goal or objective that you have. It's an opportunity to teach them, but also an opportunity to learn from them and show them that you can balance doing things for yourself and doing things for other people without having to be selfish in any way. I just noticed on here we have the Queen of Cups. She has the Pisces sign there, indicating dreamy energy. Yeah, reinforcing the idea of doing something related to a dream or a goal that you have. Also indicating connecting to the psychic energy that runs throughout the universe and also within you, and it's right at her heart chakra area. Connecting with something that your inner child and your heart have wanted to do for a while now. And it's indicating with the 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles leading your reading here, it's indicating that whatever you're dreaming about will lead to abundance. It's just finding a way to go through this archway to the abundance that's waiting for you. And then we also have the Knight of Wands. It came out in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. Fire energy on there. Look at this knight is riding a dragon. It almost looks like the dragon is getting away from him a little bit and he's doing what he can to control it. And this is in reverse, two knights coming out right next to each other. It's very interesting the way that these cards are coming out and the way that they are being depicted here in comparison to how they are in a traditional tarot. So traditionally, the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins is one of the slowest knights. Slow and steady wins the race, but here the horse is wearing a unicorn helmet and is rearing up, ready to go. And here the knight is trying to rein in the dragon fire energy, and it's in reverse right now. So definitely telling us to focus more on earthly energy over fire energy, especially with the idea of connecting with the earth here. A focus on earth energy, material energy, reining in the passion, reining in the fire energy potentially. And we do have the sacral chakra being highlighted here with this card that says bloom on it. So there's something with this part of the reading here that's a little bit at odds with itself right now. Because the sacral chakra is all about creativity and our passions. I would say the Knight of Wands fits nicely in there as well. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I got to this point in the reading and it's almost like I'm hearing like a record scratching, like, or like a car brake, a car coming to a sudden stop, because there's something off here. There's something that's a little bit making me pause and think. And there could be different things going on with this. It could be that your passions and creativity are blocked right now because this came out in reverse. But on the other hand, it could be indicating that they are close to getting out of control and getting away from you, because the Knight is really trying to rein in that fire energy there. So we had this huge chunk of tarot cards come out, so let's keep going with the tarot and see if we can get some clarification here. If you're looking for something to reflect on, I would reflect on this section of the reading, how this came out here with these two knights, and maybe what that means for you personally. We also have the Judgment card, and it came out in reverse. There's the Neptune energy. Number 20. Judgment can talk about making decisions. It can talk about reviewing where we are in life, our accomplishments. This card here also spoke about taking time to celebrate your achievements. Yeah, so definitely indicating a time to pause and reflect right now on your achievements. Everything that you have achieved so far, make sure to take time to celebrate those, and then look at what is still left undone. So then you have a step going forward about what more you're going to achieve. This is also speaking to me about maybe you have actually achieved something that you've been trying to do, and you haven't really realized that you've achieved it. Like, this dragon is still trying to go forward and keep moving, and the Knight is like, no, actually, hold on a minute. So maybe you've actually reached a place of achievement and you haven't recognized it yet, with Judgment and Knight of Wands being reversed here. So definitely, Pile 1, take some time to reflect right now on the things that you actually have achieved, because it might be more meaningful than you realized. Especially if we get caught up in this going and doing energy, it may be difficult to slow down because we feel like we need to just keep going. So pause and reflect on what you've actually achieved, and there may be something more meaningful in there, and then you can bring in a little bit more playful energy to actually enjoy that achievement for a while. And then we had the King of Swords in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. The crown that this king is wearing has a star on it that's right near its third eye, tying me back to this intuition card here. The King of Swords can talk about clear mental thinking, clear thoughts, stable thinking, and good decision making. So I think that the idea of decision making is coming through really strongly with this section of the reading here, encouraging you to pause and reflect before making any kind of decision. And then with the card that drew you here, ask yourself, what would my inner child do before making a decision and moving forward? Yeah, definitely take some time to pause and reflect before making a decision at this time, pile 1, is what this section of the reading is saying. Yeah, that's really clear. We have 4 more cards left. So I'm going, this finally came together in a nice message here with the idea of setting intentions and communicating what goals and dreams that you have, but needing to take time to pause and reflect on what you've already achieved before making a decision. These 4 tarot, they're going to go under here, these 4 here, almost like clarifiers. So we have number 6 with Gemini and the Lover's card. Clarifying the Knight of Coins. 2 things coming to mind here, pile 1. If you are wondering about a relationship right now with another person, this is encouraging you to reflect on the magic and compassion that's present in the relationship. The second thing is that the Lover's card can speak about choice. So that follows nicely with the idea of pausing before making a decision at this time. We had the Queen of Cups here with the Cancer sign and Gemini sign on there. And then Gemini coming out again here with this Lover's card. So this is maybe an indication of timing for you. Gemini season moving into Cancer season would be a good time for you to make a decision. And then we had the 8 of Cups. We have Saturn energy on there. And Pisces again. Look at how these cups are being held up by these gold figures. It looks like they're sitting on trophies to me. So, yeah. 8 of Cups can talk about walking away from something, moving forward, and then we have the idea of achievement with trophies here. And look, they're little mermaids. Those trophies are little mermaids. A lot of magic coming into your reading with the idea of unicorns and dragons and mermaids, a lot of fantasy elements. So this is definitely reinforcing the idea of looking at what you've already achieved here and then using that as the foundation to move forward. So you've already achieved something, pile 1, that maybe you haven't recognized the importance of it or how meaningful that achievement actually is and how it can serve as a foundation for you before you move forward into the next phase of something. Yeah, this is giving us additional guidance of what kind of reflection you need to do before you move forward. Still go forward to move towards this dream. Look, the 3 of Wands guy is looking right at this 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles, about the goal that leads to abundance. And it's telling you to reflect on something you've already achieved that is actually forming a foundation for you to move forward. And I think maybe you haven't recognized that yet. It could be another person because it's coming out right next to the Lover's card here. It may be a partnership that you haven't considered. How that can actually fit into your goals and dreams. and how some kind of partnership will help you be more playful and more childlike. Lots coming through in this reading, pile one. Definitely, I want to encourage you right now to use some discernment, because there's a lot coming through in this reading, and that happens sometimes with general readings. And it's because the reading is speaking to people in so many different situations. And I think Spirit wants to give the most holistic message. So make sure that you're being discerning about different things that I'm saying during this reading about situations and timing and other people, to make sure you're taking only from this reading what resonates with you. It never hurts to reflect on something that maybe doesn't apply, right? Like imagine yourself in somebody else's situation and you can learn from that as well. So that may be something here. Oh yeah, we had the idea here of looking to mentors and looking to people with a little bit more experience than you. This may be letting you know that if something is not personally resonating with you at this time, that you can learn something by looking at the situation and experiences that other people are going through. And then we had the Empress, number 3. We have Venus energy on there. Look at that abundance. She's holding a shiny little baby. And there's acorns, apples, wheat, and corn. Definitely earthly abundance, reinforcing the 10 of coins that came out up into the Empress, definitely moving towards abundance. Using something that you've already achieved to move forward towards abundance and a goal that you've had for some time. Communicating that in a hopefully playful way. Communicating your intentions to do something more with that goal or dream. But making sure to take the time to pause before making any major decisions. And then we had the 2 of Wands come out in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. We have Mars and Aries energy on there, speaking about personal power, action, moving forward, doing, going. And this is reversed. So another strong fire element card speaking about action, and it came out in reverse. So definitely take time to pause and reflect before making any major decisions, and it's falling right under this King of Swords here. Yeah. Take time to pause and reflect to make sure that any major decisions that you're making are actually going to keep moving things forward and aren't being done out of just a desire to go and achieve. And look at this. We had this card here speaking about balancing the masculine and feminine energy within you. And look at these windows. The sky behind them is blue and pink in each different one. Definitely indicating to me masculine and feminine energy and balancing those. Yeah. So definitely a focus here on balancing fire energy with earth energy, masculine energy with feminine energy. So coming to a balance here of giving and receiving energy, being willing to receive. I think this is asking you to focus a little bit more on the feminine energy, because the Queen of Cups is upright. And she is a very capable being that can make good decisions, balance their emotions, and very intuitive. We have Pisces energy on there indicating connection to psychic energy. And we had the intuition card there for the waxing phase of this moon. So connecting a little bit more with your intuition and your emotions. Feeling your way through a situation, pile one, that came out in the very beginning, and I was just reminded of that. Feeling your way through a situation, not thinking. We have the King of Swords in reverse. So feel your way through this situation and make sure you're considering your emotions and your feelings in any decisions that you're making before you move forward. everything in this reading is leading towards abundance and personal power. It's just these reversals here are saying you need to rebalance a little bit what types of energy you're putting towards different things and how much you're listening to each of those different energies. Like, you may be listening to your mind a little bit more than you should be at this time, Pile 1, than your emotions and your intuition. We had one more card that was left at the bottom when I picked up this tarot, so it didn't get a chance to be in the shuffle, so I want to see what it is. We have the 8 of Coins. Sun and Virgo energy there with mastering a skill, studying something. Reinforcing the idea here of abundance, of putting in work to achieve something. Look at this, Pile 1. The picture here is a birdhouse with some birds flying around it, indicating to me the air element. And initially I thought it was an acorn tying me back to the Empress card, but look at the position of the air element. This is an earth card, right? So the air element is right now in a picture frame contained on a wall. So it's almost like contain your thinking right now in a structured way. Don't let your mind and your thinking get out of control here and take over the situation. Add some structure to your thoughts right now and focus on the material, earth energy, and the doing here in terms of practical things that are a little bit slower. Like doing and acting is really fire energy, but this is reversed here, so it's like tempering the fire and passion energy right now, just to make sure that you're moving forward in a smart way. Like, this character is doing some really intricate, detailed work, and it's a little bit slow and steady, so it's not rushing into anything. If he rushes, then he could misplace some of these pentacles that he's trying to put on whatever he's making there. And then your play card here had the air element on it, so having a playful mind, making sure that your thoughts are in line with the idea of play. So we have a few more oracle cards. Normally I have these laid out here, but I forgot to do it. I just went straight into your tarot. So these are going to be some more Queen of the Moon oracle and some crystal cards, indicating the beginning to the end of a cycle. This one is the indication of the beginning of the cycle, and you have release there with the number 27 reduces to 9. And it's indicating waning crescent, which is actually towards the end of a cycle. And the crystal that goes with it, well, actually, let's do this one. The Queen of the Moon. Protection, number 24, reduces to 6. Look at that bird carrying his egg, carrying his nest. Oh, it's not an egg, it's a person. Yeah, protection, another waning crescent moon. 6 on here matches with the Lover's card. So release and protection. Actually, release and protection. Okay, let's see what crystals go with it. We have this crystal here. Looks with labradorite. Transformation, magic, and imagination. Yeah, that is all about inner child. We had magic on there with the unicorn horn here on the Knight of Coins. And then we have imagination with the idea of play and child matching nicely. The astrology indicators here are Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Neptune and Jupiter. There's that Neptune energy coming in about dreams. It says a stone of transition, labradorite, assist in times of change and transformation. It expands our connection with the universe, unlocking the third eye and all the wonder that lies beyond the physical realm, as well as our magical powers. Labradorite evokes the magic we all have, reminding us to wield our power by going within and connecting to the core truths of who we are. Chase after your dreams and align yourself with the vibration of anything is possible, and energy labradorite is all too familiar with. Chase your dreams, pile 1. Yes. That goes right with the Queen of Cups. So release the energy that is no longer serving you, with the idea here, the full moon, about evaluating where your energy is going right now, what kind of energy you're taking in is also coming to mind here with the idea of release, and then protect those things that are actually going to move you forward towards your goals and dreams, and chase your dreams. Anything is possible, pile 1. Abundance, joy, happiness, love. And then the other one we have is, it looks like this. Blue lace agate, with peace, gentle, new beginnings. Gemini, Pisces, Mercury on there. It says blue lace agate is your supportive nudge in the right direction, whispering words of encouragement when you experience self-doubt. It opens your throat chakra, communication. With the dolphins on there, remember, playful communication. This card is all about communication. It opens your throat chakra and helps ease any blockages in your self-expression. Being seen and heard is a priority. Your feelings are valid and important too. Your feelings are valid, pile 1. Don't worry about what others think. Release all fear of judgment and get ready to leave any thoughts of inadequacy behind. Blue lace agate encourages you to start anew because every day is a fresh beginning. Really, really helpful card coming out there. Yeah, so we had the word release here, and then this blue lace agate coming out to clarify, to release all fear of judgment. We had this blossoming card number 33 from the Queen of the Moon Oracle saying, embrace joy and feel no fear. A lot of encouragement for you, pile 1, on feeling your way through a situation and moving forward without fear. Feel no fear. Release the fear. Protect what you need to nurture and care for your dreams and the dreams of any children you have in your life and your own inner child as well. I want to turn these over because I like the way that they look. Release fear. Protect what it is that you've already achieved. And continue moving forward. We're going to get some final guidance from the Soul Helper Oracle for you, pile 1. All right, well, lots of guidance for you, pile 1. Lots of information coming through for you, pile 1. So definitely, before I go through these, let's remember to be discerning and take only what resonates with you. Some of this guidance may apply to you, some of it may not, and that happens in general readings, like I mentioned before. I just realized when I flipped this back over how nicely this Labradorite card matches with the Queen of Cups. The focus on feelings and emotions and your own psychic, intuitive feelings right now, pile 1, being reinforced. Remember the magic that's within you. Remember the magic that's within the universe and within other people that you can tap into. So for these, totally out of room, so I'm just going to have to lay them on top of the tarot. We have number 4. Awaken all your senses, slow down, and be aware of them. Yes, that is what this Knight of Wands and Judgment card in reverse are saying. Awaken all your senses, slow down, and become aware of them. Don't just rely on your mind at this time, pile 1. We have enter the temple of truth and learn to value it. Number 19 reduces to 10, 1 or 0. Enter the temple of truth. This speaks to these 2 cards here about tapping into your own intuition and reviewing your energy. Learn to value your own truth. Yeah, we had the idea here about maybe having already achieved something and not recognizing how important and meaningful that achievement is. And this is reinforcing the idea here. Learn to value your truth. What your truth is, pile 1, and how your truth, the things that speak to your heart and speak to your inner child, for sure, with the card that came with this reading. Learn to value that. Learn to listen to that and learn to value that. We have number 38 reduces to 11. A light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over you at every dark doorway. Yeah, you are protected. We had protection here with this bird carrying you in a nest, and then we have a light-filled angel at your side watching over you at every dark doorway. This doorway is definitely prominent, but it's light and bright here. So actually, look, the doorway itself is a little bit darker. Yeah, a little bit of fear right now needs to be released about walking through that door, because the doorway is actually darker and there's actually some pretty intimidating looking faces on here. But the light, bright abundance, joy, and happiness is right through that doorway, and this angel is here to help you go through, because the doorway looks dark, but the light is beyond it. We have number 31, reduces to 4. You are experiencing a spiritual blossoming. Take a new direction and be open to new experiences. Blossoming coming out. Actually, look at these 2. Blossoming, blossoming. You are experiencing a spiritual blossoming, and this is all talking about earthly abundance here. The numbers 31 to 33 may be significant for you. It could be ages, but what's speaking to me here is a 2-year process. That is slow and steady, and probably not as fast as we want to go. Doing something over 2 years, for some reason that's coming through, the idea of a 2-year process. You're experiencing a spiritual blossoming, taking a new direction, be open to new experiences. So earthly blossoming, open and rise on earth, and open and rise in your connection with spirit. And the final one we have is number 15, reduces to 6. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Sorry, I got excited, forgot how to read. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. This is another 6, goes nicely with this Lover's card here. You are magic, pile 1. You radiate magic. And there's magic in the universe for you to tap into. We have this under here, we have this release fear card with butterflies on there. And then the butterflies swirling all around her dress. Release the fear of moving forward to transform and embrace the magic that's around you. love and good choices are in store for you as long as you embrace the magic within the universe and within you. If you haven't felt like things are moving forward for you, Pile 1, then I think it's because you need to embrace the magic of yourself a little bit more. Recognize your achievements, recognize how strong and powerful and magical you are. And once you come to that recognition and celebrate your achievements, then you can move forward and make good decisions. That's tying it together really nicely here at the end of your reading, Pile 1. I hope all of that made sense. A ton of information came through. Let me know in the comments if I can clarify anything for you. Yeah, this actually can end your reading right here. You are magic. Embrace your magic, Pile 1. If I can clarify anything in this reading, please let me know in the comments. Best of luck to you on your journey throughout this moon cycle and beyond. And thank you for spending time with me, and I hope to see you again in a future reading. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to this reading where we're asking Spirit for guidance during this flower moon cycle or Hare Moon or blooming moon. This moon cycle starts on April 20 with the new moon matching up with a solar eclipse and goes through May 18. And then we have a lunar eclipse with the moon around the full moon on May 5th or around May 5, depending on where you are in the world. This moon cycle is all about connecting with your creative energy and connecting that energy to earthly energy, and then because it's aligning nicely with the eclipse season, connecting with spiritual energy, because it's said that the veil between the earthly and spiritual worlds is more thin now than at other times. So a great time to connect with spirit. You've come to the reading with this number 19 Leo card. Has the keyword or phrase, the hero, and the fire element. This card talks about being bold and being confident, being playful, and it really says that you are in an attractive state right now. Good time for manifestation. And it says, be careful about what you wish for because you're very attractive right now. So be thoughtful about what you're putting out in terms of thoughts and wishes into the universe because you're very attractive at this time. This card doesn't mean you need to be a Leo or have Leo energy. It's just speaking about the Leo type energy of being a leader, leading by example, being strong, bold, confident. Also, this card came out as one of the main cards for the last moon cycle, which was the growing moon, which was all about planting seeds. And so if you've seen that other reading for the growing moon cycle, this may be a continuation of the specific energy that you felt from that moon cycle. It doesn't necessarily need to. I just wanted to let you guys know that that card also came out for the last moon cycle. So these oracles here will all talk about the qualities of this moon cycle, the energy of the moon cycle for the flower or Hare Moon, and then we'll get some tarot and go through these other oracle cards for you. From the Queen of the Moon oracle for this moon cycle, it is number 33 with the keyword blossoming. Look at how her dress is all full of flowers, and they even go up into her hair, how the hair is built like a castle reaching towards the moon, and she's playing a violin with a beam of light shooting forward, indicating moving forward into the future. She is playing the violin, but there's no bow in her hand, which I find is interesting, and that taps in nicely to the first waxing phase card or the maiden phase from this witching hour oracle, because this is all about focusing on intuition. Number 13, so how she's actually shooting a light beam forward, but she's not actually touching the bow that makes it go forward. So moving things forward by tapping into your intuition. This card here speaks about tapping into and listening and trusting your inner voice. Also, we have the master number 33 on there, which is a great manifestation number, and also speaks about bringing things into being in the world. Matches super nicely with your Leo card there about being really attractive and able to manifest at this time. Being the hero of your own journey. This card here for the flower moon blossoming says, embrace joy and feel no fear. So move forward without fear by tapping into your intuition and your inner voice. You have on here, you have her nurturing and caring for this bunny rabbit there, and so taking care of the things that she wants to bring into her life in terms of what brings fertility and abundance. And then you have all these rabbit spirits flying around here. Lots of energy in that card. Embrace your intuition, tap into your intuition, and learn how to listen to your inner voice. For the full moon phase, we have, or the mother phase of this cycle, we have number 14 with propagating energy. This talks about how there's energy called telluric energy that flows in and around the earth, and this is asking you now to look and review at your energy. What energy are you putting into different things? What energy is around you? What energy are you absorbing? What energy are you putting out into the world? And looking at a review of your energy, basically, is it going to the things that you actually care about in terms of what you want to achieve, what you want to grow? And she's got leaves making up her hair there, so tons of earth energy. This is tapping into your intuition first, learning to listen to your inner voice, and then connecting that to the earthly energy and the rest of the energy that's flowing throughout the universe. Well, in and around the earth is the focus of this card, and then the idea of universal energy comes in with the waning phase or the maiden phase of the moon. With this card here for the, I'm sorry, did I say maiden? Crone phase, my apologies. Number 15 with guidance. Here, there's no longer a rabbit. The rabbit went from being an actual rabbit in her arms and rabbit spirits flying all around her to being a rabbit spirit in the moon here and transforming into a crow. I think that is an interesting transformation of the animal energy coming through in this reading. And this card is really asking you to tap into spirit for guidance, tap into your ancestors. It specifically says the crone is burning incense to seek guidance from her ancestors in this card. And then also potentially seeking out guidance from a mentor or somebody who has more experience than you. And then from the Spirit de la Lune Oracle, it's number 3, flower moon on there with the keyword bloom. This is talking about focusing on your sacral chakra, so your passionate energy, your creativity energy, your creative energy, things that you feel passionate about, things that you hope and dream about as well. And then it's interesting that this card says celebrate your achievements, and also it says to balance your masculine and feminine energy, focus on that. So we've gone to listening to your inner voice, seeing how that connects to the earth and reviewing where your energy is going at this time. And then once you've done that, you're going to be looking at balancing out the masculine and feminine qualities of your energy within you. So this is talking about balancing your masculine and feminine energy. So balancing the receiving, intuitive, compassionate side with your masculine, action-oriented, decision-making, giving energy. And because this card is saying focus on your achievements, it ties nicely to your Leo card there about being a leader by example, by being attractive, for manifesting things at this time. It says the flower just naturally blooms, this card does, and then it attracts the bees. So it is saying that when you are in your element in terms of energy that is passionate and joyful and playful, inspired, then you just attract more of that into your life. This card here says open and rise. So time to get out and do, get out and go, embrace the things that you've been thinking about doing. And Leo is definitely saying that this is a great time to tap into that energy to move forward. For this reading, we are using the Tarot of the Dreams or Oracle Tarot. My words are all over the place. In your reading pile too, it's like my brain and the energy around me is moving, and the messages that are coming in are moving way more quickly than I'm able to process and speak about right now. So keep that in mind. It may be relevant for your reading about figuring out how to balance and consider all the different inputs coming in with a focus on listening to what you're hearing from your intuition and your own inner voice. This card here, the Magician, is flipped over in here. I was shuffling this deck pretty well between readings, and I thought I heard one card flip over, and then I didn't see it, but as I'm shuffling for you, it's definitely coming out. We have the Mercury energy and the Magician. That's a powerful Magician card, really magical looking. What's really catching my attention here is this orb that the Magician is holding and how it looks like a full moon. It's telling me that for you, pile 2, the full moon is a significant time for you during this moon cycle. So really doing a good review of your energy. Where is your energy going? Is it going towards things that you are wanting to do, or is it going to things that you need to do or other people want you to do? You know, that's life, right? We have to balance out responsibilities and needs of ourselves with others. But because the Magician really speaks about having all the resources to achieve what you want to, it's really telling me that the full moon time is an important time for you, pile 2, to review what resources you have available to you, both within yourself and in the outside world, from other people, from other things, from spirit, and then looking at how you're using your resources and that includes your own energy, right? How are you using the resources that you have available to you? And is there some kind of rebalancing or reordering or reconfiguring? All right. This is interesting because this happened in pile 1 where a huge chunk fell out, and I ended up taking all of them, but I did, in your reading, so the chunk that fell out in pile 1 included the 10 of coins, it included the 3 of wands in this order, and then it included the Judgment, but in pile 1, the Judgment came out, like in pile 1, this came out at the beginning. These were the first 2 cards that came out at the beginning of pile 1, and then Judgment happened in reverse over here. But for you, they came out as the top 3 on that stack, and Judgment was upright. So if you were drawn to pile 1, feel free to check it out if you feel called to. If not, don't worry about it. What it's telling me is that for pile 2, you are closer to being able to move forward on your decision. If you've had to make a decision about something, that you have completed more of a review of things and are closer to being ready to move forward on your decision. In pile 1, they were really being encouraged to pause and reflect before moving forward, because this Judgment card was reversed and there was a lot of other cards that were saying, hey, pause and reflect before you move forward. In this case, you are closer to, I think that you've done a little bit more work that was encouraged about listening to your inner voice and your intuition in order to make a decision, so you're closer to being able to move forward towards the goal or dream that you have. With the 3 of Wands, getting ready to set out. It seems like if you were wondering whether or not you have considered everything you need to make a decision, this is an indication that you have done that. And you're really close to being able to move forward, especially with the Leo energy coming through. And you're reading here about moving forward and being a leader by example. So your reading is saying that you've done the inner work to make sure that decisions you're making are clear. And if you are still uncertain about what to do next, it's asking you to now focus on the resources that you have available, and that may point you in the direction for the next step to take. All right, so this chunk here is going to go back in the deck. Although this is like back of the deck energy, Palace of Cups. This is an extra card in this deck. It has a palace for each one of the suits. So this is the Water Palace. It's basically like if the energy of the cups had a place to live, what would it look like? And this is what the author depicts there. You've got the water energy there and underwater oceanic environment there. Let's leave this one as your back of the deck energy here for now. The way those cards fell out totally pushed this crystal card under the other one there. We're going to see how this becomes relevant to your reading as we go forward, I think. You have the 3 of Cups, more Mercury energy on here. Communication is really important for you during this time. Pile 2, we have it coming out on the Magician and again on the 3 of Cups. And we have Cancer energy here indicating nurturing and home. 3 of Cups talking about celebration, friendship, cooperation. A look at like the different masks that are available. This is like, to me, these masks aren't hiding anything, right? Like they're playful masks that you would use to go to a costume party, basically, or a fancy dress party. And this is really with the beads on here and the masks. Yes, this is reinforcing that the full moon is a significant time for you, Pile 2, because this is reminding me of Cinco de Mayo and Mardi Gras and party and celebration. And we have Cinco de Mayo happening on May 5th, which is the date of the full moon. And that's also a date of the lunar eclipse. So this is highlighting the full moon to you, whether or not it's highlighting the actual date of the full moon is going to be up to you to decide. If it's telling you about the actual timing, I think that it is, but more so than the date, it's telling you that the energy coming off of this full moon card, number 14, propagating energy, about reviewing where your energy is going, what energy is in and around you, what energy are you putting out into the world, and what energy are you absorbing is really important for you to review at this time. It seems like you've done a lot of work with that with these 3 cards coming out. So 2 things to consider there in terms of the significance of the full moon, but really the full moon is, whether it's full moon energy or the exact timing of the full moon with May 5th, May 5, you're going to need to look at your situation to decide which one of those is more relevant. Maybe both are, but for some reason the full moon energy is being highlighted in your reading. Yeah, the moon is definitely tied to the water element, right, with how it controls the tides and is related to emotions and psychic information that goes through the universe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, all the cards and all the information want to come out. They're just like pushing these oracles aside. So we have 2 chunks here. This came out, yeah, that's mostly there and there. All right, so I just saw 2 more cards that came out in pile 1. Wow. So you had the Leo card that is carrying through from the last moon cycle, and now a lot of the cards, not all, the Magician and the 3 of Cups did not come out in pile 1, but these 3 did, and I saw 2 cards in these chunks that came out in pile 1. So there's collective energy coming through. There's maybe a continuation of pile 1's energy into this one. Maybe we're looking at phases. Maybe pile 1 is more, yeah. Pile 1 definitely had a lot of the beginning phase of the moon cycle, the waxing, growing, setting intentions, making plans, reviewing things. And that was really the focus of that. We may be looking at a progression of steps with universe and spirit speaking to us about how to work through this moon cycle in sequence. So pile 1 definitely was really related to the waxing moon phase, and you are being told to focus pile 2 on the full moon energy of this moon phase. But there's collective energy coming through that's affecting everybody and adding input into everybody's situation. So it's really important for us to be discerning about what information is in alignment with ourselves. And I think that's why we have the focus of listening to our intuition and our inner voice here, because there's so much collective energy out there that applies to everybody. And then it's going to be up to you with your intuition and your inner voice to understand what that is telling you on a personal level. Yeah, super powerful energy coming through. What am I going to do with these 2 chunks? They were like pushing these oracles aside. It's like universe taking over the reading with throwing every tarot card at me. All right, I think we got from this 3 of Cups the idea of the focus on the full moon. So we're going to slide it there. We'll keep Mercury. Look at how Mercury's like, don't forget about me. Communication is important during this time. Lots of communication coming in. Yeah, 2 Mercuries, lots of communication coming in. That speaks to what I'm feeling here in terms of all the collective energy coming through. And then you communicating within yourself, listening to your inner voice and your intuition about what that means to you on a personal level, being reinforced with that there. So with these 2, these are the 2 that came out in pile 1. We had the 8 of Coins, 8 of Pentacles, talking about mastering skills and slow, steady, intricate, detail-oriented work. And the King of Swords came out in pile 1, but it was reversed. Yours came out upright. And this talks about solid decision-making, clear thinking, having good ideas, being confident in your ideas. Yeah, Leo, being confident in your ideas. So this is, to me, reinforcing again what came out with these 3 cards that came out also in pile 1, that you have done the work and you are closer to being able to make that confident decision than the energy that was coming through in pile 1, which also matches with the full moon about using that as a time to manifest your intentions. And Leo energy saying your manifesting abilities and your attractive qualities are really strong right now, so be careful what you wish for. This is almost trying to get you to be more confident in the work that you've done, pile 2. Celebrate and recognize your achievements. you've done a lot of the work, and it wants you to be confident in the work that you've done. Pile 1 had a little bit more work to do. This is telling you that you've done the work and you should be confident in that. So I'm going to put these two aside, and then we're going to go through what comes out. So we had these two. We talked about those. Those go with those other three. The Lover's card also came out in pile 1. Good grief. What is going on with all these repeating cards? The Seven of Swords did not come out in pile 1. We have Aquarius and Moon energy. We have Gemini energy here. The Lovers talking about partnership. And if it's not, your situation doesn't really relate to other people, then it's talking about a choice that you have to make, which is being reinforced by this King of Swords energy over here, telling me to focus on the choice aspect of this card. Seven of Swords can talk about deceit. It can talk about trickery. It can talk about people playing games. And it's coming out here next to the Lover's card about choice. If it is related to another person, then it's saying to make sure that people are being honest. People that you're dealing with are being honest. Make sure that they're being honest. If you have a feeling, if your inner voice is telling you that they're not being honest, then it's time to trust that. Pile 2. And then if it's not related to another person, this is telling us that you are supposed to feel no fear and listen to your inner voice, and your intuition came out of these two cards here. So if you are worried about the decision and thinking that you have about a situation, then rely more on how you feel about the situation. Feel your way through the situation, because your mind may be playing tricks on you. Yep, that's what these two cards are telling me. Your mind may be playing tricks on you if pile 2, if you feel fear or are scared about something or are not confident about something, it may be that your mind is playing tricks on you, and that's why you're being asked to focus on your inner voice and your intuition about how you feel. Not just what your mind is telling you, not just what is logical, but also what the psychic intuitive, that's why the Palace of Cups, water energy, is dominating this. Focus on the intuition, focus on the feelings, focus on the emotions, focus on the psychic energy coming in, and don't let your mind play tricks on you, pile 2. Then we have the Four of Cups. I'm just going to keep these this way. I want to show you the cards, but I don't want to skip ahead. So my ability to handle cards is being challenged in this reading. You had the Four of Cups with Moon and Cancer energy on there, and the Page of Coins with Earth energy. So we have the Four of Cups talking about how, look at this. Normally, a traditional Four of Cups has the person in the card looking at these three cups and kind of looking sad. But look at this person is looking at the cup that's coming in from Spirit and Universe here. You know, you see in traditional Four of Cups, you see the Spirit and Universe trying to like bring a cup to the person, and they're not even paying attention and they don't see it coming, and they're focused on what's already on the earth, and they're not exactly happy about it, and they're missing the opportunity. This is telling you you're paying attention. It's congratulating you. This is an achievement that you should recognize and celebrate, that you've been paying attention what Spirit and Universe are trying to tell you, and they're reinforcing and encouraging you to listen to your intuition and inner voice, because that's how spirit and universe are communicating with you, and they're giving you, like, they're toasting you, they're giving you a high five or a celebratory kind of handshake here, recognizing that you have been listening to spirit and universe. You've been seeing what universe and spirit are trying to bring through, and they're happy for you. And that's going to help you achieve what you want to on Earth here. The Page of Coins talking about a new material event, something new coming in, and the idea of thinking about what you want to accomplish here on Earth. So this is telling you that you've been doing a good job with that, pal, too. And then we have the Two of Coins, Two of Pentacles with Jupiter and Capricorn energy on there, balancing two material options. Look at how powerfully this character is balancing these two, and he's balancing them up in the air. That's the Magician energy coming through there. And then we have the Hanged Man, number 12, Hanging Man with Neptune energy right here. This is talking about seeing things through a new perspective. Yeah. We had the emphasis on the full moon phase of this cycle for you, which really talked about reviewing the energy that's in and around you at this time, where your energy is going, what kind of energy are you observing, and then this flower moon bloom card telling you to balance the masculine and feminine energies within you. And this is saying that you are doing that. If you don't feel like you're doing that, then the full moon phase is a time where you're going to feel that balance come together. And then by finding this balance, you're going to be able to see things potentially from a new perspective. We had the Page of Coins here talking about thinking about how to achieve things. So by still paying attention to signs and synchronicities and your own intuition and inner voice, information coming in through spirit, by balancing that and understanding what it means for you, how it applies to your personal situation, will help you gain the perspective that you're looking for. And the full moon cycle, definitely significant there for you again. And then we have, hang on a second here. Then we have the Three of Coins in reverse. This is what it looks like upright, with Mars and Capricorn energy on there, indicating work. This is coming out in reverse. To me, you had the Eight of Coins come out here. Okay, maybe I was wrong there. I was going to say it. You had the Eight of Coins. All right, there it is. The Eight of Coins come out over here, indicating mastering a skill, being diligent, doing detailed work. And I was going to say that the Eight of Coins sometimes speaks to me about like a advanced level of the Three of Coins, about doing the work. Here, these two I need to flip over for just a second. I was going to say that you're farther along in terms of detailed and intricate work, because like from the Three of Coins to the Eight of Coins indicates progression to me. But then with the difficulty I had picking up that card, I really noticed how this pentacle on your Three of Coins is really spinning with all the magic coming up. And I was going to say that you're more at the Eight of Pentacles than Three of Pentacles energy, but this is actually telling me that, look at, you have done the slow and steady work over here. You've done that. That's why it was in pile 1, and that's why it kind of came out that side of your reading, and it was hard for me to pick up. You've done the slow and steady, detail-oriented work, and it's time for you to move into this energy of spinning it and making magic, which this, even though it's in reverse, like the way that the picture is, it's more magical to me because you're spinning it and you're sending magic out into the world, out into the universe, and that matches much more nicely with your Leo card there than this Eight of Pentacles energy about slow and steady. It's telling you you've done the work, you're making good decisions, and it's time for you to move forward on those things that you've been thinking about doing because you're putting magic out into the world and you're ready to do that, pile 2. And so the Three of Coins energy, yeah, look at that. The sun, number 19. Look at that. All the planets being spun around. Look at that. Spinning magic here, sending magic out into the world, and then all the planets being spun around here. And look at this sun balancing all the planets, and this card here balancing all the two options, the two energies. I did speak about this card talking about balancing the masculine and feminine. Your candle just went out. This is reinforcing what I'm getting to here. Balancing the masculine and feminine energies. And now look at this. You had the Lover's card here. You had the Magician saying, holy cow, sorry, pile 2. I just need to keep talking, and it's going to be crazy and all over the place, but I need to keep talking fast to get all this out. You had the Magician card here talking about all the resources that are available to you. And then look at this, how we have okay, these are your last. Look at that. The two chunks that came out had an equal number of cards, and the last two we'll go through next. But we had the Three of Coins with the spinning magic into the world here come out, with the sun balancing all of this planetary energy, and this character here balancing the earthly energy. So that's what's telling me that we had the Lover's card here indicating a partnership. So this is a partnership between you balancing these earthly energies, options that you have, and mastering that. Eight of Pentacles, mastering that to balance them in a way that's just going to bring light to yourself and bring light into the world. And then Spirit and Universe are doing all of this with balancing this planetary energy here. And it's all spinning together between the work you're doing here on Earth and the work that Spirit and Universe are doing with all the planets. It's spinning together to make magic. And it's a beautiful time for you to move forward on any manifestation, move forward on any decision you've been thinking, move forward on any action you've been considering taking. It's a good time for you to do that. All falling nicely with the full moon energy there. Yeah, full moon, significant time for you. All right, and then the last two cards that we had come out, we had the Seven of Wands with Mars and Leo energy on there, time to act. And the Death Transformation card, number 13, with Scorpio energy on there. So yeah, transformation coming through. This Seven of Wands speaks about overcoming adversity, standing your ground, fighting for what you believe in. Another indication of timing for you, pile 2, because we have the Mars energy indicating take action, and Leo there, Leo here, full moon being highlighted for you. Time to take action, possibly related to fighting for what you believe in, standing your ground. You've done the inner work to decide what it is that you want and what is best for you and what is in alignment with your soul purpose and your life path and what is in alignment with your hopes and dreams. And it's telling you to stay true to those. Stay true to those. And it's going to result in some kind of transformation. This is, the snake skin here indicating transformation, meaning that, the snake needs to shed its skin in order to grow. So something that needed to be released. I think you've done a good job releasing stuff. You don't have any release energy. That release energy came through really strongly in pile 1. And I think you've done that because this is a progression from the waning phase of the moon cycle to the full moon phase, waxing phase of the moon cycle into the full moon cycle. And you have you've done the releasing that you need to. You're ready to move forward, to stand your ground, fight for what you believe in, move forward with something that speaks to your truth. And this, to me, it could be indication of transformation coming for you on a personal level. I think that's definitely going to be involved because it's an achievement that you are ready to transform into this powerful energy of creating and manifesting and being abundant. Your connection with spirit right now is strong. You're listening to it. It's helping you master what you want to accomplish here on earth. And then the universe and spirit are helping on a bigger scale with all this planetary energy. Look at this. You have this snake with all of the astrological signs on there that matches nicely with this sun card. The sun is and spirit universe is doing what it needs to with all these planets to get that universal energy moving forward and transforming things on a universal scale right now. This is speaking to what's going on in the larger collective because we had the idea of collective energy coming through from the beginning of your reading. This is talking about a collective transformation that's going on, and you need to figure out what that means for you on a personal level. Communicate with yourself, listen to your inner voice, and you'll be able to stand your ground and fight for what you believe in. Holy moly. Pile 2. I need to take a breath. That was super hard for me to keep up with all the energy that was coming in. Before we go through your oracle cards, I'm going to take a minute to make sure that I can recap this. I don't know if you were able to keep up with that or if you're even still here because, wow, was my mouth going a mile a minute trying to get everything out that was coming through to me mentally and through spirit. Like I have goosebumps and got the chills. It's like everything, all coming together. Whew. Wow, pile 2. Super powerful. Okay, so I did take some time to reflect on this and catch my breath. And I actually went back and watched part of this reading on the video, which I've never done before in a reading, but rewatching it actually sounded a lot more clear than I actually came away feeling. It was more clear than the feeling I came away with. When I was reading these cards and going through them, I felt like things were just going super fast. And when I watched the video, it wasn't really that fast, and it was kind of normal speed. But when I was doing it, wow, did it feel fast. So I do hope that was clear for you and that all the different messages didn't get lost. There is an interesting message to take away from that, where with all this fire energy, sun energy coming in, moving forward, and collective transformation and magically balancing all the things that you have going on, it can feel like things are moving super, super fast when actually you're doing okay. So that is reinforcing the idea that we often hear to make sure to take time to pause and reflect and catch your breath. And then you'll realize, you know what? Everything is kind of on track here. It's not super crazy. It may feel like it when you're in the moment, and then when you can step away from it, it feels a little bit more structured and clear. So nice message coming through there for just the energy I was feeling as I was going through all these cards. So let's go ahead and go through your oracle cards. I'm going to make some room here with these. We'll pull these tarot cards back out if they become relevant again. And these oracle cards down here are kind of meant to indicate the energy at the beginning and end of this moon cycle. So going from April 20 to May 18. It doesn't have to be exactly the dates, and it doesn't even have to be just this one moon cycle, because we don't always work through something in a month, right? So this is just beginning energy and energy kind of as you're going through. It could be if it resonates on a personal level with you with the dates. If not, don't worry about it, and we'll just see a beginning and end. Okay, so for the start of this moon cycle from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, you have resistance, number 25, reduces to 7. She has grabbed onto all of that abundance and is holding onto it tightly. This goes nicely with the 7 of Wands that you had come out, which is stand your ground, fight for what you believe in, and grab onto that abundance that you deserve, that you've worked hard to get, and do what you need to hang on to it and keep going with that energy. We have all kinds of birds around here. We have a ladybug indicating luck. A couple ladybugs indicating luck. So look how tightly the person is holding on to all of that abundance. And the idea of resistance there reminds me of feeling no fear that came out with this blossoming card here. So feeling no fear, resisting fear. Resist fear is the message that's coming out strongly from this card. Also a little bit of a caution to not hold on to that so tightly that you are no longer in a flow state of giving and receiving. The guidebook for this card is talking about flowing through obstacles. The guidebook says, I flow effortlessly through resistance, confidence, and persistence. So that matches nicely with your Leo energy there, giving you the confidence that even if obstacles come up, you can push through them. You can get over them, under them, around them, through them, right? You'll be able to find a way to deal with any obstacles that arise. And that also matches nicely with the 7 of Wands here. If any of these wands that are coming in here are indications of resistance coming in, you're ready. You're ready to deal with that resistance and those obstacles in whichever way is in alignment with your higher good. And towards the end of the moon cycle, we have 42 with lunar god and the masculine. 42 reduces to 6. The character on this card has 2 spears, the whole entire moon cycle, connecting the 2 spears, and you can barely see, I almost missed them, these 2 figures in the background here. So this, I saw the 6, the 42 reducing to 6, reminding me of this Lover's card here, and then the 2 people just barely in the background on this card. Watching the magic happen, watching the night sky. That to me seems like a positive indication. When I spoke about this Lover's card, if the idea of partnership and love, partnership with another person resonated with you, then this is like a good indication, a positive indication that that's going to be a solid partnership. a lot of masculine looking figures in your card, in your reading, in this row, and a lot of feminine energy in the very top row for the overall moon cycle. And then we have the moon being the feminine energy and the sun being the masculine energy. And the masculine character in this card is actually holding up the moon cycle. So some kind of masculine energy to support you during this time, to masculine energy supporting you and your feminine energy. Now that could be a partnership with other people, with another person. It could be the masculine and feminine energies within yourself as well. Yeah, let's see what the crystals have to say. I'm going to keep this in mind. The dude in that card is like staring at me like eventually you're figure it out. Not in a negative way. I just like going to make a joke, and I hope it doesn't offend anybody, but I have an odd sense of humor sometimes. I was like, this masculine energy is just looking at me like, I'm going to have to mansplain this to you pretty soon. So don't be offended by that. It was all like in a fun, playful, joking way. I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but it's my sense of humor coming through, and that card is kind of teasing me in a way here. Like, yeah, there's something more to say here. Do I need to mansplain this to you? Okay, let's see what the crystals say. You just chill. Just chill. Okay, we have sapphire. Yeah, beautiful sapphire. Look at that. We have the keywords royalty, wisdom, and knowledge on there. Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, Moon, and Saturn energy. Sorry, I was trying to hold that there for a second in case you wanted to see it more in detail. It says, fairness rules the kingdom when Sapphire wears the crown. Sapphire wields its power through kindness and wise judgment, bringing good luck and fortune to those who wear it. A gem with regal presence throughout history, Sapphire is considered to be sacred, representing celestial hope and faith. Known as the Stone of Wisdom, Sapphire enhances focus, concentration, and learning abilities. Sapphire activates the third eye and throat chakras, guiding you toward knowledge beyond this stratosphere. Yeah. Activating the third eye and the throat chakra, guiding you toward knowledge beyond this stratosphere, beyond this level, this earth. So, throat chakra on there. Remember, we had Mercury peeking out there saying, don't forget about me. Communication is important during this time. And then the third eye, definitely speaking to this intuition card. It seems, pile 2, you've done a ton of work here. Good job on that. You're being congratulated for the work that you've done. And it means that you're ready to receive more knowledge coming in. Wisdom and knowledge. It's going to come in through your inner voice and your intuition. And then this crystal here is Orlite 23. This is what it looks like. Orlite 23. We have clarity, focus, higher awareness. Yeah. We have Aquarius, Pisces, and Neptune energy on there. It says containing 23 different mineral energies. Yeah, look at that. Is a lot going on there. If you can see the detail of that crystal, a lot going on there. It looks kind of simple, but a lot going on there. Maybe a lot going on under the surface, a lot going on behind the scenes with the collective transformation and sun energy here, with the sun like doing whatever it's doing with all the planets. So this is speaking to me about something going on behind the scenes. Remember, we had this Seven of Swords here, and I was taking from it the traditional meaning of kind of trickery, deceit, making sure people are being honest. So, but the idea here of something happening behind the scenes as well, like it just like sneaky energy, like it's not ready to be revealed yet, not like in a negative behind the scenes way, not like behind your back way. That's not what I'm taking from it with the way that the Seven of Swords is falling in your reading. Something going on behind the scenes is coming out, especially because of how I was called to focus on the real details of this card. Things may look simple on the surface, but there's a lot going on underneath. There's a lot going on inside, and there's a lot going on in the universe. Something may be being prepared for you with this idea of having completed all this work and getting ready to move into all this fire energy with spinning magic into the universe. And then the higher awareness on here. You know, something going on behind the scenes. That masculine card may be the masculine energy with lunar god, maybe the driving force behind whatever's going on behind the scenes. Okay, it says containing 23 different mineral energies, Auralite 23 can promote undeniable clarity and razor-sharp intuition. An ancient stone, Auralite 23 is especially talented in assisting with past life and ancestral healing. That's nice. This is a great card for this moon cycle because we have the intuition here and the idea of ancestor knowledge here. And then this card bringing in the idea of ancestor healing. And look at how this card matches with this whole row, the colors here. Beautiful. It enhances metaphysical abilities, raising the bar on your innate superpowers. Yeah, you're being leveled up. You're being prepared to be leveled up on a spiritual and metaphysical level, pile 2. Most of all, Auralite 23 can help you appreciate the human experience and that we are all multidimensional beings. By going within and becoming aware of your inner self, you will be able to show up more fully as your authentic self and who you are meant to be. Yeah, coming into your own power, coming into your true self, aligning yourself with universal energy, aligning your soul purpose, your life path, and just being human. It doesn't even have to be as grand scale as like your life path, your life purpose. Just enjoy the human experience. This is reminding you that, yes, there's a lot of powerful energy. There's a lot of complex details to consider, but remember to enjoy the human experience. Celebrate your achievements. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your experience here. Enjoy the journey. A reminder about that. Okay, let's get some more cards. I want to see the sapphire because it's so pretty. Let's get some cards from the Soul Helper Oracle. Finish out your reading here with some additional advice, guidance, final messages. This masculine mansplainer over here is still wanting to say something, which I will get to. Okay, we had 2 flipping over here. We have number 5. It is time for change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. Yeah, we had the idea of transformation coming through with the number 13 death card here. This spoke to me more on a collective level, but this is coming in on a personal level, reinforcing that, especially if what I said before about if you're in a situation where you're wondering if you've done enough work to make a decision to move forward, this is reinforcing that you have. You've done enough work. Don't put off making any decisions any longer, and don't wait. It's telling you to move forward. Time for a change. Move forward with whatever you were thinking about doing. You're ready, pile 2. This card is reinforcing that. And then we have number 13, reduces to 4. says, rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. Rise above. This is going nicely with the Seven of Wands here about fighting for what you believe in. And then, yeah, it's number 13, and the 13 death card is in there as well. Have faith, the light will always return. Look at how, yeah, there's something between these two cards going on here, because look at how she has her spear. And it looked to me like she was maybe spear fishing, but she's actually getting ready to like catch a planet or jump off and jump onto another planet. And then this character in this card has two spears holding up the entire moon cycle. There's something about these two cards that may mean something significant to you. We have number 13 on this card that says, rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that light will return, will always return. And then we have 42 on this lunar god, the masculine card, reduces to 6, reduces to 4. Something significant with these two cards here. I did check the guidebook because I think that's just what this card was saying. It's like, check the guidebook, because that's helpful for me a lot of times in readings. And so that's the mansplaining going on. Check the guidebook. Okay. So really cool what the guidebook says about how the lunar god is unique and rare, because the masculine god figures are usually affiliated with the sun and solar energy. And we talked about that, how he had a lot of masculine energy here with the sun and a lot of feminine energy here with the moon. So this is saying that having a lunar god that's masculine coming out in your reading is rare and unique. And listen to this. It says, should you pull this card, it is asking you to step up. Step into your power, step into your uniqueness, and offer your guidance to those who may need it. The positive attributes of masculine are strength, physical vitality, so health, power of will, willpower, shielding and protecting the weak, encouraging you to be the leader in your own life. It's time for a change. Don't wait anymore. Don't put off any decisions anymore. And have faith that you'll be able to overcome any obstacles that arise as you continue on your journey. I want to get 2 or more cards from this oracle. Step up into your power, be a leader in your own life. Balance this feminine and masculine energy. So balance all your compassion, your intuition, and your ability to nurture and care. Match and balance that with your strength, willpower, and ability to act. Okay, we had 3 come out. I was thinking 2, but we got 3. So we have number 41. The lotus awakens within you. You are a master in light on high. We have koi fish on there, and we have the lotus flower on there. Yeah, 41 reduces to 5. This goes nicely with this card here, talking about, actually it goes nicely with the entire row, talking about a time for a change, and how this Oralite 23 was saying a time for higher awareness. This is confirming the lotus, this is confirming some kind of awakening, some kind of leveling up, and it's encouraging you to be confident and step up into that and co-create with the universe. You are a master in light on high. And then it goes nicely with this card too, about rising above the dark days of life, because the lotus flower starts out in mud before it rises and blooms. And then we actually had this card here, the blossoming card, say rise up and bloom, reinforcing that message. And then we have number 26 reduces to 8. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. Yeah, stepping into your personal power, stepping up into your truth. I hope it's not annoying for you that I keep referring to things that happened to pile 1, but it is relevant. In pile 1, they had the Knight of Wands come out, and the Knight of Wands in this deck is actually riding a dragon, and it looks like it's trying to pull back on the reins. And here you have a dragon coming in, looking a lot softer, a lot more calm, and it looks like these two are gonna kiss, right? They're like close to each other, and they're not even, there's no tension in this card. Is basically nobody's scared, nobody's trying to hold one of the other one back. They're just in a nice calm state of peaceful being, and that goes nicely with the two figures, the partners we have on this card here, just sitting there watching the night sky. And then the final one we have, this card actually came out in pile 1 as well. Number 38 reduces to 11. A light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over you at every dark doorway. Yeah, that's just reinforcing here. You're guided, you're protected. Let's put it with this. You're guided, you're protected, you're being prepared for some kind of partnership, either with another person, a partnership of balancing your masculine and feminine energies within you, or a partnership with spirit and universe, or a combination of all of those things. You're being prepared for some kind of leveling up for that. You've done a lot of good work, and this reading is really congratulating you on that, and it's letting you know kind of all this great, powerful energy that you're stepping into. You're being encouraged to be confident, to trust the work that you've done. You do make good decisions. You do know how to move forward. Remember, we had the Magician card here. You do know how to move forward, pile 2. And just gaining the confidence in yourself, and maybe restoring some faith with the universe. Sometimes when we do a lot of inner work, that's a very personal experience that we have. So don't forget about the support network you have out there with universe. Have faith in spirit and the universe, and have faith in other people in your support network that can help you. Pile 2, I do hope this reading was helpful for you. Very, very cool reading. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm exhausted. I'm going to catch my breath some more. And I hope that you have an amazing time during this moon cycle and beyond. Thank you for spending time with me, and I hope to see you again in a future reading. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to this reading where we're asking Spirit for guidance during this flower moon or Hare Moon cycle, also the blooming moon. This cycle runs from around April 20 to around May 18, depending on where you are in the world. And it's really interesting. April 20 starts Taurus season, moving from Aries into Taurus. And then also we have a solar eclipse happening at the same time as the new moon around April 20, and we have a lunar eclipse happening around the full moon time around May 5. So very interesting time. Overall, this flower moon, Hare Moon, talks about stepping into your creative energy, embracing your own creative energy and connecting that with Earth. A really strong focus on connecting with Earth during this moon cycle, as you'll see when we go through these oracle cards here. And then because we have the solar and lunar eclipses, you hear about this being a time where the veil between the spiritual and the earthly realms is more thin at this time. So easier to have a stronger connection with spirit. You've come to the reading with this new moon number 1 card here that says new beginnings. And it has the air element. This new moon is indicated here as a dark moon. And the card is very clear in the guidebook about this meaning of this card being an indication that you're moving into a new chapter of your life. It says, you are entering a new chapter. Allow rebirth to take place. Swirl and be in the new possibilities. Run free with your imagination and open your third eye chakra, which is connected to your intuition. And that goes nicely with this waxing phase or maiden phase of the moon cycle that basically has the keyword intuition there. Number 13, we have the lady in the card, her third eye chakra, intuition, bright and strong. She's nurturing and caring for a bunny rabbit there. And then you have these rabbit spirits just circling all around her. Really encouraging you to focus on your intuition and learn how to trust and listen to your inner voice. This card is definitely reinforcing that and saying that the tapping into your intuition will be helpful as you move into this new chapter of your life. It talks about how this dark on this card represents your subconscious and how the subconscious is related to the moon and how a lot of your deepest dreams and desires actually come from your subconscious and moon power energy. So it's asking you to develop some trust with your subconscious, which I think is definitely tied to our intuition. The idea of something coming from our subconscious is something that maybe we don't understand why we know something or why we feel something, and that may be because it's coming from our subconscious. It's something within us. So that's why you're being asked during this moon cycle to focus on your intuition and learning to trust and listen to your inner voice. Before we go through the other oracle cards, I wanted to let you know that when I was shuffling this deck between readings, I shuffled it really well, and then I put it on the side of my desk, and basically after I set it down, I grabbed one of the other oracle decks that we're going to use and started shuffling those, and the entire deck started sliding off of the table, but it wasn't like it just fell like from the movement of the maybe I was shaking the table because like shuffling the other deck, but it's like they basically started going off the deck, off of the desk like this, like, and then they slowly kept going more and more. Oh, look, the Hermit is turned over. And they kept slowly going more and more, and they were all falling off the desk. And then this last card was just sitting there, and it was the only one left. And I was like, are you gonna fall? And it never did. It stayed there. So I flipped it over, and it was the 7 of Pentacles or the 7 of Coins, and it was reversed. This is what it would look like upright. And I love the little smirk smile on this character's face, and they have a loyal dog with them. We have Saturn and Taurus energy on there, and what I heard when I looked at this card was the wait is over. The 7 of Pentacles a lot of times talks about planting the seeds and then waiting patiently for them to grow and to see the results of what intentions you've set. And I heard the wait is over. I'm not sure if that's going to be relevant for your reading, so I'm going to set that aside as kind of back of the deck energy, but that was pretty cool how that happened. And I wanted to mention it at the start of your reading in case that resonates with you. And then I guess when I was putting the deck back together, the Hermit card didn't get flipped over. So this is what the Hermit card looks like. We have Virgo energy on there. It's number 9. I love this Hermit card. It's a powerful Hermit card. This Hermit card just now reminded me of Star Wars. I have no idea which movie it is in. I think it might even be the last one where Luke Skywalker is training Rey That's her name, Ray? Oh my gosh. I am horrible about recalling the details of movies, so just bear with me. Ren, no? Ray? What is that girl's name? Yes, it's Ray. Okay, where Luke Skywalker is training Ray, and he has her sitting on a rock that looks like this, where he's trying to teach her how to move rocks, and how he was kind of joking about how the Force is not about learning how to move rocks, and then it actually became relevant later in the movie where she needed to move rocks to save her friend. So for some reason that's coming through with this Hermit card. And then we have the 7 of Coins in reverse with it saying, the wait is over. May just be a message that somebody needed to hear in Spirit Universe, this moon, Spirit in Universe taking advantage of this moon cycle reading to bring that through to whoever may be watching. We'll see if it becomes relevant to your reading. I'm going to set these to aside as back of the deck energy for now. And let's go through your oracle cards. These here are all talking about the qualities and magic of this moon cycle. We have the Queen of the Moon oracle with number 33 on here, reduces to 6. And it just has the keyword blossoming for the flower moon. You have this lady wearing this really abundant flower dress here, and she's got flowers in her hair that look like a castle reaching up to the moon, and she's actually playing this violin, but like not really, right? She's holding the violin and it's shooting this beam or ray of light forward, but she doesn't actually have a bow for playing that violin. I find that really interesting. This card is talking about embracing your joy and feeling no fear. That actually goes really nicely with the idea of the Star Wars movie with what Rey is trying to be taught. And then we have the laser there. Sorry if you don't like Star Wars, but for some reason that is really, really coming through. There are some powerful messages in all the Star Wars movies that are really motivational sometimes. So this is saying, rise up and bloom and feel no fear and embrace joy. And I've already talked about this intuition card here, learning to listen to your inner voice during the waxing or maiden phase of this moon cycle. And then for the full moon, which happens around May 5, you have number 14 with the keyword or the phrase propagating energy. You see her hair is made of leaves, and this talks about how there's energy called telluric energy that goes in and around the earth, and this is asking you to embrace that and connect with that energy. You can see the spiral coming out there. So this card talks about doing a review of your own energy. Where is your energy going? Is it in alignment with the things that you want? And what kind of energy are you bringing in? What kind of energy is around you? And how is that affecting you? How does it align with you and your truth and what you're hoping and dreaming about? Especially we had hopes and dreams mentioned here with your card here, the new moon card. So full moon, reviewing your energy. And then connecting that with the earthly energy. And then for the waning phase of the moon cycle, we have number 15 with guidance on there. In here, she's actually holding an actual rabbit, and then she has the rabbit spirits circling around her. In this card, the rabbit spirit is hanging out up at the moon. And then on this card, there's not even a rabbit. The rabbit spirit has transformed into a crow. And the crow spirit is here. And it says that the crone, because the waning phase of the moon cycle is also considered the crone, like the maiden mother crone. She's burning incense to connect with her ancestors to receive some kind of guidance. So this is telling us to focus on connecting with spirit, connecting with ancestor wisdom, and connecting with your own intuition as well. to seek guidance. It's also mentioning to potentially reach out to mentors or people with more experience than you in a certain situation and asking them for guidance and advice. And then from the Spirit de la Lune Oracle, they have the flower moon as number 3 on here with the keyword bloom. This card is asking you to focus on your sacral chakra, so the area of the energy center of your body related to your passions and your creative energy and the things you truly care about and love. It's asking you to celebrate your achievements and enjoy life, basically. It also mentions that the flower naturally blooms at this time of year and that it attracts the bees. So that's pretty beautiful. All of these cards tie nicely into the meaning of the card that drew you here for pile 3, new moon, new beginnings. Again, the guidebook said you are entering a new chapter in your life. Allow a rebirth to take place. Swirl and be in the new possibilities. Swirl. We have swirling energy all through these cards. Run free with your imagination and open your third eye chakra. Open your third eye chakra definitely ties to your intuition. And remember, this card was asking you to connect with your intuition and learn to trust and listen to your inner voice. The idea of opening your third eye chakra, I don't know too much about that, but definitely I've heard that when your third eye is open, it's a pretty powerful experience. And I haven't looked into that enough. I don't know if I've gone through that. I don't know if that means that you feel differently. There's something about this reading where it's coming through where there's a difference between connecting with your intuition and listening to your inner voice. There's a difference between that and opening your third eye chakra. So if anybody listening to this reading knows more about what it means to open your third eye chakra, please let us know in the comments. I will probably do a little bit of research on that. It's just coming through right now that there's a difference between connecting with your intuition and opening your third eye chakra. So that may be relevant for some of you. Keep that in mind as we go through this reading. We're going to take some more tarot now, and we'll see how these 2 cards come into your reading or not. We're using the Tarot of the Dreams for this reading. These have all been really, really interesting readings so far, so I almost wanted to say buckle up because that's what I've had to do. All right, the first one flipping over, you have the 9 of Swords with Mars and Gemini energy on there. Wow, look at that. This is 9 swords on a tree. And look at this branch of this tree, just looks like a clawed hand coming out. This is about fear. This is about anxiety. This is about despair. Look at how there's all the blue in here. Blue indicating communication and throat chakra. This card here said, feel no fear and move into a state of joy. So something about overcoming anxiety, overcoming fear, overcoming dread. I'm also hearing from this, make sure that you're looking at things clearly, because the moon and the way the moonlight shines on things can cast illusions to make things appear certain ways that they may not be. But I'm also hearing things may not be as scary as they seem. Communication definitely being indicated with that card with the blue connecting to the throat chakra, and then Gemini. Okay, we'll take that one. Yeah, Scorpio energy, number 13, death and transformation card. Yep, goes nicely with your new beginnings, a rebirth. Some kind of transformation and rebirth coming during this moon cycle to help you overcome fear and anxiety and to maybe see the truth in a situation. Maybe it's not as scary as it seems. This happened, and I'm going to take these three. Wait, with this one first. We have the 19 Sun card in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. You have the sun here, masculine sun energy balancing all these planets. We actually have a sundial here and making an idea here of some kind of indication of timing. This card came out in pile 2, but it didn't speak to me about timing, but the sundial is really what's catching my attention here. We'll see what more comes out, maybe a deeper meaning of why the sun card is reversed, but basically it's telling me some kind of rebirth and transformation coming through to help you get over fear and anxiety and not being as happy and joyful as you want to be, because the sun card is reversed. And then the other two we had, yeah, these are all reversed. Judgment coming out in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. We have Neptune energy on there, number 20, Judgment. Speaking about a life review, reviewing decisions that we've made, looking at our accomplishments and trying to determine whether we accomplished what we wanted to or not. And then the other one that came out was the 8 of coins. Virgo and Sun energy on there, indicating hard work, mastering a skill, intricate, detailed work, and this came out in reverse. So these, I told you these readings have been really, yeah, see, look, the rest of the cards are not all reversed. So, yeah, these wanted to be reversed. I mentioned that these readings, I'm going to shuffle while I'm talking to you just to make sure. These readings have been really interesting, and we had, in pile 1, we had the 8 of coins and the Judgment card come out, and then the Sun card and the Death card came out in pile 2, and they all came out meaning something a little bit different in pile 1 than they did in pile 2 and vice versa. But it's really telling me about collective energy coming through. And it's also talking about potentially how these readings may be going in a progression. Like, the overall readings may be talking about the different stages of a journey that somebody is on. And pile 1 talked about one stage of the journey that was really aligned with the waxing phase of the moon, with setting intentions and doing some inner work. And then pile 2 was super aligned with the full moon, like powerfully aligned with the full moon, about manifesting and achieving things. So it's interesting to me that we had these 4 cards come out again. I'm not sure if it'll be related to the waning phase of the moon more so. But I wanted to mention that an interesting thing happening with the way the readings are going and these 4 cards coming out together. Definitely a transformation happening. I am not sure why these are all reversed. I kind of get the idea from the Sun card being reversed that is helping you. That's the purpose of this transformation, is to help you overcome fear and anxiety and not being as happy and joyful as you want. And then I'm not sure yet why these 2 are here and in reverse. The wait is over. Do some Jedi training. Huh. All right, let me see what more tarot comes out. Just try and get some clarity here for pile 3, please. What is going on in this reading? Why are our Judgment and 8 of Coins here again? Oh my gosh. Okay, 21, the World card, Saturn energy there. Yeah, look at all the elements. Air, earth, water, fire. The little character in the middle is a character that goes through a lot of the different major arcana cards. So definitely an end of a cycle. The World card, number 21, reduces to 3, but it's the last major arcana in traditional tarot, indicating completion of a cycle. So that is definitely tied into the idea of moving into a new chapter of your life and new beginnings. It also is an indication of achieving your goals and dreams and being super abundant. We have this card here asking us to take time to celebrate your achievements. Yeah, that's, there we go. Okay. Yeah, celebrate your achievements. You are getting ready to move into a new chapter of your life. So before you move on, please know from Spirit and Universe that this transformation is to help you overcome any fear and anxiety that has kept you from being as happy and joyful as you want to be. And that you have actually done a lot of work with the 8 of Coins here. And you've made some good decisions about how to move forward. And this is congratulating you, asking you to take time to stop and celebrate the achievements you've made with some kind of decision you've made and the work that you're putting in to move forward into the new chapter of your life. And these are in reverse because you're putting that behind you. You're being asked to pause and celebrate that right now. It is aligning nicely with the waning phase of the moon there, where we're being asked to seek guidance from Spirit, Universe, from our own intuition, and specifically ancestors, ancestor knowledge. So maybe if you have reached a point where you know that a new chapter of your life is coming, then this is letting you know that potentially connecting to ancestors, connecting to older people in your family, or just the cultural and ancestral wisdom that is available to you, connecting to that may be helpful in figuring out what you're going to be doing next. The idea of somebody's lineage, family lineage, like who your parents were, coming in with that Star Wars reference there. If you've not watched Star Wars, The Last Jedi, maybe check it out. The wait is over. Oh my gosh. These 2 did come out. We're going to go through these, but all right. I keep thinking about Star Wars, and then I look at this card and I see the Wizard of Oz with Dorothy and Toto. Dorothy and your little dog too. So something about, and I was just talking about connecting to ancestral wisdom. something about movies may be helpful for you to watch. Movies are enjoyable. Some kind of movie with a quest or journey storyline in them, like Wizard of Oz, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, all kinds of movies like that where somebody's going on a journey, being challenged and going on a journey. This is telling me kind of stop focusing on just the Star Wars, but letting you know that there may be some information for you in movies that will be helpful. Movies are an enjoyable way to let your brain rest. If you've been in this Nine of Swords energy, your brain is probably tired. This fear and anxiety, stressful thoughts, your brain is probably tired, probably 3. Pile 3. So watching movies is a good way to rest your brain, be entertained, laugh, cry, be joyful a little bit. And there may be messages coming through in movies for you, Pile 3. Interesting little piece of advice there. It's a nice, relaxing way to receive guidance and think about life. Let's see what these two are. We have the wheel with Jupiter energy on there, the Wheel of Fortune, number 10. Some little dolphins on here. Dolphins are playful. They're also great communicators. We have the idea of communication. And then the Knight of Wands, fire energy, moving out on a journey of action, an inspired creative project, some kind of new idea. Yeah. This card also came out in Pile 1. The Wheel of Fortune did not come out in Pile 1. The Wheel of Fortune has come out here to let us know cycles of life. I was called to put it right in the middle. The Wheel of Fortune is here to just remind us about the cycles of life that we go through and how you're closing out one cycle and moving into another one. And then the Knight of Wands is the fiery, inspired, creative, active energy. This came out in Pile 1. It came out in reverse. But for you, it's upright. And what I noticed in Pile 1 when this came out is how this knight looks like it's trying to rein in the dragon. You can see the dragon has a mask on there and the knight is pulling on there. And because it came out in reverse in Pile 1, I was saying they're being asked to rein in or pause their action right now. You, Pile 3, are being encouraged to go forward, to still keep this passionate, inspired, active energy under control, but you're being encouraged to move forward with how it's fitting in with the rest of your reading. And especially because this card is telling you to focus on your sacral chakra, which focuses on the things that you're passionate about and your creative energy. You're being encouraged to move forward. Okay, I got the movie information from that now. Well, here, let me just do this. I don't like covering up cards. I like cards to all be seen, but we'll just do this. That way you can remember movies, the world. Okay, let's see what we have from these oracle cards here. These oracles are meant to indicate the beginning of the cycle towards the end of the cycle. If it resonates with you, for indications of timing, and remember on the sun card here, we had the sundial really focusing me, and now we have the Wheel of Fortune, so maybe indications of timing are important for you in this reading, Pile 3. This would be the beginning of the moon phase around April 20, and this would be the end of the moon phase around May 18. We move into Taurus season. on April 20. And for the beginning, you have number 21 reduces to 3 with resilience. Yeah, look at that. 21 is the world card. 21, 21. 3, 3. And you have 3, 3 on this card here, the blossoming card. So 3, 3, 33, the master number may be relevant for you. 33 is a master number about bringing in things into being in the world. Maybe you've had a hope and dream that you've been wanting and thinking about, and you haven't done it yet, and this is encouraging you to bring it into the world. Yeah, because we have the 2 references to 33 here with 21, 21 reducing to 3 and 3. 33, 33, master number 33, bringing something into the world, creating something, the Knight of Wands, upright, ready to go. Run free with your imagination is what this card said. That you're being encouraged to run free with your imagination, unleash that creative idea that you've had and start putting some work into it to bring it into reality. And then this is letting you know you're strong enough to do that. You're resilient enough to do that. You've carried a lot here. This has been hard work, and you've been able to get through it. And then we have towards the end of the cycle here, we have number 15, action. Yeah. Time to take some action there, pile 3. Can't be more clear at this point. This crystal over here looks like this. Very pretty. Tiger's eye, yeah. Yep, tiger's eye is all about action. And power. Here's what it looks like if you want to read it in more detail. We have the keywords courage, optimism, and power. Leo's, Capricorn, and Sun energy on there. Yeah, this is helping you bring this Sun card upright. A courageous and brave stone. Tiger's eye motivates you to show up as your best self. Tiger's eye motivates you to show up as your best self. Dispelling any fear and doubt in your path. Yeah, getting rid of fear and doubt. Known as the shapeshifter, Tiger's eye embodies healing energies from both the earth and the sun, drawing optimism toward you while also grounding you in reality. Yes, you are being asked to take your creative idea and ground it into the world. Start doing what you need to bring it into the world, pile 3. Call on the warrior inside of you and pursue your ambitions with laser focus. Yes, look. Pile 3. Pursue your ambitions with laser focus. Look at that laser beam coming out of this violin here. Yes, yes, yes. Time to move forward. Bring your creative idea into reality. Call on the warrior inside of you and pursue your ambitions with laser focus. With confidence, strength, and power, Tiger's Eye helps break through any blockages that stand in your way. Activate the warrior inside of you. That is beautiful, pile 3. And then over here, look at the colors here. This is really pretty. Yeah, all of these actually. Look how the colors are matching nicely here. Beautiful. Tiger's eye. Yep. And then look at this. More action over here. Purple and yellow. Beautiful. I love that when that happens. And this one is ametrine. Yeah, a mix between amethyst and citrine. Beautiful for you. Yeah, citrine is all about being connected to the solar plexus chakra, about your personal power and courage. The tiger's eye is really good for solar plexus chakra as well. And then the amethyst is all about your third eye and crown chakra, about connecting with intuition. Ametrine, and this is so, so beautiful. Both of these crystals are relatively easy to find. If you do like working with crystals, they may be helpful for you. If not, just remembering the energy that's being shared with you from these crystal cards. So ametrine looks like that again. And it says, energetic, intuitive, and connected, with Libra, Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto on there. It says, a combination of amethyst and citrine, ametrine opens the pathways between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. With a sunny disposition, this stone can alleviate stress during challenging life transitions. Oh, so beautiful. Alleviate stress during a transition. Beautiful. Aligns so nicely with your reading. With the ability to go beyond the surface, ametrine brings the shadowy parts of us to light, healing deep wounds and trauma by confronting them directly. Ametrine encourages you to hop in the driver's seat and take control of your life. Yes, do it, pile 3. Aiding in discernment and clarity, ametrine gives you the confidence to take the lead. Be the leader in your own life. Be the driver of your car. Take back control of your life if it has not been in your control. Be the leader in your life. Step into your power and start taking action to bring that creative idea into reality and ground it here on Earth. Beautiful message, pile 3. These look so pretty together. I want to see them like that. Beautiful, strong, powerful message for you, pile 3. Let's get some more final information from the Soul Helper Oracle. The way that I was just shuffling those cards sounded like the way another reader on YouTube shuffles her cards. So it may be relevant to mention her to you. It's Secret Shaman Oracles. I'm not sure if that's the actual name of her channel, but that's like the name of most of her readings you'll see on her thumbnails. So on my YouTube page, I have my channels all listed to who I'm subscribed to. You'll find her in there. Again, that was Secret Shaman Oracle messages. The way that I was just shuffling there, I was hearing how she shuffles. So maybe there's some helpful messages in one of her readings. Okay, this came out in pile 2. So many connections between all of these readings. You have number 13, reduces to 4. It says, rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. Yes, we are moving out of a darker time of fear and doubt and anxiety. Have faith in the universe. Have faith in yourself, pile 3. You are strong. You're confident. You're capable. You can do it, pile 3. The light will always return. Rise above the dark days of life. Look, okay, so we're going to take this one first. Number 20, nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. Yes. Not only are you being called to ground some kind of creative idea into reality here on Earth, I almost said pile 4. There's no pile 4. Pile 3. Not only are you being asked to ground some kind of creative idea and bring it into reality, but Mother Earth is helping you. And it's bringing in some healing. And with all that energy that we had over here, it seems like some healing is good for you at this time. And this ametrine also mentioned healing. So this one flipped over as well. And it says, yay, oh, look, a wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely anew awaits you. It's number 27 reduces to 9. So beautiful. A wonderful surprise coming for you. Something entirely new awaits you. It's asking you to look forward to this new chapter. If you've been concerned about the new chapter that you're moving into, this is asking you to look forward to it because it's gonna be wonderful. And then I don't know what's going on with this here. Basically, Spirit and Universe have been throwing the entire tarot deck at me through these readings, and now this happened. It definitely wants me to take this one. Yep, number 3, another 3 for you. Awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. We have koi fish on here. These ones are going to go back in the deck. Another 3 for you. Pile 3. I just realized you're pile 3. That's so cool. Yeah, this energy has me all over the place, and I'm not the most focused reader today. I'm definitely feeling all the energy, and it's great energy to sit in, and I'm loving it, but I'm not very focused. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm thinking of a bunch of random things, all energy, not my own personal thoughts or situations or anything coming in. It's all about just being in this energy. So it's really encouraging you to, I think, be present and just enjoy sitting in powerful energy because it is amazing. I've been doing it all day with these readings and it feels amazing. And you have this here about awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. Feel the powerful creative energy coming in to help you at this time, pile 3, and sit with it. Celebrate your achievements. Celebrate getting to a point where you're ready to move on to the next chapter of your life and just enjoy it. Embrace the joy of life and feel no fear. You're moving past fear and anxiety and doubt, and you're moving into a beautiful next chapter that's going to be wonderful. There may be some wonderful, cool surprises coming for you, and it's going to be magical. And Mother Earth coming through here very strongly. These cards here were all connected to Earth energy, but the idea of Mother Earth didn't come out super strong until this card came out. Look at the girl in this card. She's listening to whatever she's holding there, but it's instead of listening to her phone or her headphones, she's listening to nature. Nature is calling. Pick up the nature phone. Put down the technology phone and pick up the nature phone. However you do that. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with healing powers. Mother Earth wants to be there for you. I do realize that I encouraged you to go watch movies, which you have to use technology to do. But this is, 2 pieces of advice coming out for you, pile 3. Maybe some messages coming through in movies that you can enjoy. Enjoy watching a story of somebody on a journey in a movie. Let your brain rest. And then get out in nature. That'll also help your brain rest. And your heart rest too, I think, is coming through here with the idea of needing some healing. Immersing yourselves in things that you enjoy. Watching movies that are entertaining and inspiring for you. And getting out in nature. 2 pieces of advice in this reading. Beautiful energy, pile 3. I am going to end the reading here. I do hope you found it enjoyable. I certainly have. Magic and wonderful things are coming for you. Time for you to move forward and regain your power and be the leader in your life. Best of luck to you as you step into this new chapter of your life, pile 3. I'm cheering for you. Thank you for spending time with me, and I hope to see you again in a future reading.